Welcome to Worrior Within Show, where we embark on a journey of finding the strength within us all in our society. We explore the battles, the trumps, and the resilient warriors on mental health. Join us as we heal minds, break stigma, and empower and find the warrior within. I'm your host, Wilda Magenya, on Atech TV. Today on studio, we have a very special guest who is an information security engineer. Let me allow our guest to introduce himself.
First of all, thank you for the opportunity to unveil and to present through this occasion. My name is Engineer Finehas Wanjala. I am an information security engineer. Firstly, I'm a graduate with bachelor's in applied computing, specializing in information security. So per se, my invite here is to dive deep down into these maintenance of mental health in the society, not only towards youth, but everyone who is associated with this. Thank you for the invite. And Tech TV.
Okay. So we are going to talk about the influence of social media on mental health and self-esteem. What's your take, engineer, on mental health?
As I documented prior to this and through my introduction, mental health has been a menace in the society, and definitely it has been brought out through social media. Firstly, social media has its benefits and also its negatives. Mm-hmm. So based on mental illness, we will dive and see how social media has negative impacts and positive impacts towards through the show.
Okay. And what's your understanding about social media? When we talk about social media, now professionally, what is social media? Because if someone tells me social media, the first thing that comes in my mind is TikTok, Facebook. We also have other sites apart from these that we refer to as social media.
Definitely, anything that interact from your point, as I have heard, social media. First of all, if in a layman's language, social media is a platform of which people go online, interact, share, and even learn more things. So, apart from what you have said, TikTok and maybe Facebook and Twitter, we also have a social media platform for job search. These include something like LinkedIn, Flex, Reddit. We have more, not only the ones that I've mentioned, but if you go online, you will see more. So from my own perspective of understanding social media, it's not only going there for entertainment per se, but also for going there to learn, and also educate yourself.
Wow. And what about entertainment? Because we are living in a generation where most of us go to social media not to seek information, but to absorb information and also get entertained.
Yeah, sure. From what you have said, social media has been there, will be there, and from my own point, that is basically for me. So when I'm saying this, let nobody prosecute me about this. So from my point, social media has been an entertainment point. Basically, people have been going there for entertainment, gaining pleasures, passing time.
Yeah, it's like a leisure thing.
Yeah, it has become a leisure thing, other than from what we have known it to be. Because if you remember very well, social media. If you remember very well, before social media, we were using magazines, every sort of material to have
journals,
journals, books, and so forth and so forth. So for now, social media has taken time for I can say 99.9% for youth are online. It's not a bad thing, but also it's not a good thing per se, because if you do not utilize social media very well, first of all, it will eat up your time. Let me take for an example. I'm a person of interest in information security. if I go online and maybe I want entertainment,
Mm.
basically on me, I always go in education side, for searching for more information, searching for more material, searching for deep knowledge so that I can empower myself in my own part of
Profession.
Yes.
Mm.
But you'll find someone is on TikTok listening to his for 4 hours,
Oh,
5 hours.
yeah.
5 hours. So definitely social media is time consuming.
Mm.
That is the thing I can say on my part.
Mhm.
Negative side.
Okay. You have talked about time wastage on social media. Averagely, how much should a person spend on social media a day?
Definitely, I don't have an accrued or specified time limit for someone to spend on social media, but it will depend on you. What do you do?
Oh,
The point starts from what do you do?
Mm-hmm.
If you're not marketing on social media,
Mm.
what are you doing on social media?
Getting entertainment.
Getting entertainment.
Yes.
So a person who is advertising on social media, that is what he's working.
Mm.
So somebody, if he sits there for 24 hours, he doesn't have a problem of spending time on social media. You can't give a cap for him the time to be on social media because social media is paying him.
Yeah.
Social media is maybe feeding him through all those ads, through those through all the video posted, and he's also having companies that have endorsed him to promote the product and services of the company.
Yeah.
So for a person like that, being on social media for 24 hours isn't a problem because he's earning
from it.
definitely.
He is gaining from it.
As you have seen, this is ad tech media. We are live. Definitely, we are carrying the flag of ad tech media. And so if somebody goes there watches, he will get insights and he will be educated. Secondly, social media.
Okay. Now on age limit.
Yes.
You are an information security engineer. Per se, according to communication authorities of Kenya, they say that there is a limit of age factor when it comes to social media. Is it true?
Yeah, there is an age limit.
How?
So per se, like for now, let me say we are you are registering an account on social media. You have to provide your number. Some sites even require your ID number or your passport number. But in Kenya, we have a vetted that because I come, then gets my mother's ID, then registers it with that number. Then on being on the platform, it will register as your mother.
But
Not as you.
But I am the one absorbing the content
Yes.
from that platform.
Yes, that's why you have seen our big telecom firms going ahead and saying you have to provide your ID on the registration of a line, be present there and be taken up. So that is how we are evading the 18 age limit, so that we can maybe move away from children under 18 years being on social media.
Yeah, that was really a smart move for the communication authorities. Now, we are now in a space where we can protect our young children from absorbing negative information from social media.
Yes.
But now this factors into parenting. So now from what I've absorbed from you is that the problem is not social media. The problem now is parenting, because my child has to access my personal or confidential information to access that platform.
Yes, sure.
Wow. And now my next question is, how has social media positively affected mental health in our society?
Definitely, it has positively affected mental health in this sense.
Mm-hmm.
We have introvert people. we have introvert people.
Mm-hmm.
So these are people that are being social, physical. What do they do? Maybe to interact.
Yeah.
So for the first time, I can say social media has interconnected and maybe uh, gone break the boundaries for connection of people from different countries and different places. So you can imagine something can happen maybe in USA now, but in the next 5 minutes we will be having information.
Yeah. Very true.
Compare those times that we didn't have social media. Maybe there is maybe a terror attack is going to happen. Maybe if you had past 1 week, USA had raised a flag for something going to happen badly. So that information reaches us in just a microsecond. Giving another example is, let me say we are having maybe just any information from any place. Let me say something happens now. Everybody has this. If you can check online, anything just really happens. Even if you're attacked, then you misbehave. So interconnection has come in that it has boosted people's interaction and mental way, in that information is being shared in an easy way. Information is being circulated in a proper manner, or I can say also in an easy manner, because everybody is entitled now to information, and everybody can get this information with just a click on a smartphone. So thirdly is, as I started, I say introvert. Let me say someone who is he's always an indoor person. How does he interact with other people? Yeah. You can find that I am in Kenya, but I'm having friends maybe in Nigeria, from South Africa, and from USA. Yeah. We always face chat. We always chat on messages. So it becomes an interconnection factor between communication and sharing information.
Yeah, like just a few minutes ago, before we started the show, we were live on TikTok, and from there are various people who joined into the live. People there's someone from Mombasa, Kisumu, and we were able to interact. And what I've picked up from what you've said is that social media has enabled people to find purpose of their life.
Yeah, sure.
Like I have a friend of mine who is an introvert. Okay? And before, when we were in school, he was never participating in anything, not even drama, or neither was he a book smart. But now, right now, this person is coding. This person does the graphics design. This person can make for you very nice videos, and he finds fulfillment in doing that. If it were not for these social platforms, I'm sure he could not have done it. And these activities have made this person to be very confident. Right now, I can meet this person, and this person talks to me and addresses me in a very professional and efficient way, unlike back in the days. Now let's talk about peer pressure, the peer pressure factor on social media. Don't you think social media has really increased the peer pressure amongst ourselves, to the extent that it is taking a toll on our mental health? Because surely, I just saw my friend on social media just bought a demo, and here I am, I can't even afford a 10,000 shilling bicycle. Do you think my mental health is going to be okay?
Personal, from that point, social media has a lot of pressure, and has brought about a lot of stress. So if you are a person from Nairobi, and you always follow a page called Nairobi Gossip, when you go there, you always get the daily feeds from Nairobi and the better part of the world.
And it's mostly young people making it.
So you will find someone who we never knew, who is less than 25 years,
yes,
owning a Makex, owning a Range Rover, yes, owning a Porsche Cayenne, Yeah, it's something mind blowing. So definitely, social media has brought about that pressure. So when youth see that everybody now becomes I need this,
Yeah,
I need this.
if he or she can get it,
Yes.
why can't I get it?
So yeah, it becomes quick. I need this, and if you don't meet that,
Yeah.
you now become your mental health now becomes deteriorated.
Mm.
You start breaking down because first of all, the thing that we don't know is everybody has his own time and everybody has his own doing because you don't know that person what he or she is doing to make that cash. Secondly is we want the quick ways. There are no shortcuts. There are no quick ways. So there is a process, and we always say we must trust the process, but sometimes the process must.
It takes too long.
Process,
sometimes the process takes too long.
Yeah.
Because why is the process so quick
Okay.
for my brother and taking so long for me? Come on.
So the process, sometimes the process must trust us and must believe in us so that we can do this. So yeah, actually that pressure comes in because you see someone who is not someone rolling with big vehicles, has already owned an apartment in the uptown, the suburbs. So it becomes traumatizing, and that makes many youth to fall into depression actually, because you are scrolling on your social media daily, seeing all sort of stuff online, all sort of stories. Like you'll see in Kenya mostly, you see crypto, see Bitcoin, you see this and this. People are diving into it without knowing the information behind it. So you are now striving to reach some height, but through the process, you fail to reach the height. Now you have two pressures to deal with. You have failed to reach the height, and you're still having the pressure to reach the height. So it becomes a double tragedy. Yeah. So it has become a big factor on pressure and depression actually. So people are foreshadowing what people are having, what people are owning. You compare yourself with someone. Like, why not me? Compare yourself like this one has this. Why not me?
Sure.
So it becomes, and when this thing grows, it grows as a depression and stress.
Yeah, affecting our mental health. And when we don't have a good mental health, now it is going to negatively even affect our society economically, physically, and even emotionally.
Definitely, because you will have an economy that is lagging behind.
Yeah.
Youths committing suicide left, center, right?
Yes.
We will be having a society that does not. We are always on the run of comparing and contrasting between which and which. So we will fail even to uphold our dignity as a society, because everybody will now want to have dubious way to acquire these things.
Sure.
Because you can see Nairobi has actually become Sodom and Gomorrah.
Yeah.
If I'm not wrong, because if you're a person who have information, or a person who navigates through these streets, actually you will be shocked. You'll be shocked from what you'll have your sight for, or what you'll have your eyes on. It is a taunting and traumatizing session you can have.
Sure.
Yeah. So definitely it will deteriorate our society in a bigger percentage. That is 100%, and I can't lie. If you can check from the records or the reports that we are having daily in, daily out, the deaths that we are having, the early deaths that we are having, these are deaths we are consuming, that the consuming youth from maybe a youth commit suicide, or maybe a youth was engaging, maybe was finding her or his way to have cash, but in the long run, the person that he was a target maybe clears her out. So it becomes something to the society.
So, engineer, I have a question to ask. Huh? We are living in times where you find that we have legalized what is fake. Like for me, I'll get into social media. I find posts of various social media influencers using herbal tea to tame their tummy or enhance their figure. You get it? Don't you think that is really taking a toll on mental health?
Uh, really is rare. All I can say is really is rare and fake is everywhere. People say fake till you make it.
Ooh.
So from my own perspective, yeah, that is something that everyone must understand. But making a Kenyan youth to understand the biggest nightmare you can have, because nobody will have the information and maybe brainstorm about it, but they will have information, go sit down with it and say, God forbid. We always say we die.
Yeah.
We die.
Nonetheless.
Yeah, we
We
die.
all die.
Regardless.
Yeah.
So if the youths have that scenario, they have that perspective. Because nowadays, when you do anything illegal, when you do anything illegal, actually, nobody will question you, because everybody is on the run of having these everything that everybody is admiring to have. So whatever, even if as we saw the other time, there was a youth was killed, but nobody learned from that experience. Next, the other week, a week from that time, we had another one was killed. Nobody learned from that. So it is we die, regardless.
Yeah.
We have to make it regardless. So that is I guess that is the poor perception we're having behind it, and it is taking it's draining our youth, and it's taking them 6 feet below the earth.
Wow. Amazing conversation we are having here with Engineer Phineas Wanjala. And he has categorically said that we should trust the process. And everybody has his or her own timing. Don't trust whatever is in social media. Choose whatever you are absorbing from social media, and don't just choose entertainment. There is a lot of platforms that you can gain from it, a lot of sites. Next, we are going to talk about those sites that you can really gain skills from it and learn a lot from those sites. Welcome again. And as we take a break, stay tuned. Welcome back on Atec TV. I'm your host, Wilda Magenya. Thank you so much for staying tuned. We have been amazing conversation by our engineer here, where we are talking about the impact of social media on mental health. Now, right now, we want to talk about something special and very informative, where Mr. Phineas Wanjala is going to educate us on various sites where we can get various informations, because we are in a society where a lot of people are crying that they don't have jobs. They can't even gain skills because they don't have the necessities or the money to do so. Mr. Wanjala, are there sites where we can get information, we can get skills, or we can acquire jobs from?
First of all, pleasure is all mine for the invite. We had a sizzling information that we had, a session that has been enlightening, and people to learn, relearn, and also unlearn.
Yeah.
So, from my perspective, we will dive into this, because we have different categories, and which are critical. First of all, I'll beg to start with LinkedIn. First of all, if you're a person out there watching and haven't created a LinkedIn account, I am a testimony, because per se, for me working all my jobs, I go through them LinkedIn account. So if you haven't yet created a LinkedIn account, you're missing a lot. Go there. It's simple and self-explanatory. self-explanatory. When you go on the site, you'll find you craft your own education, expertise, then your accolades that you have received and awards. So from there, you start connecting their calls. Nowadays, we don't actually call them HR. We call them talent, talent search or recruiters. So when you have recruiters profile, start having having being. So definitely, you have just to craft your profile in a professional way, in a expertise way, so that you are able to stand out from the crowd. That is LinkedIn. LinkedIn actually is basically two-in-one platform where you can learn a skill, uh, you can you can apply for job. Second thing, you can write your blogs and your journals there. Then third thing is it is a place that you can also like it's something like you be an author. You be an author, then you write things which you sell out. Thirdly, that is
You can sell your content.
you can sell your
on,
content
LinkedIn.
on LinkedIn. Like there's a place that it's called a blog section. A blog section you write, then you have contributors in there. Then when you have contributors, actually
Contributors, who are the contributors? The viewers.
the viewers are the contributors. Actually, when I go
Oh.
there, view, I'll have a different perspective from what you're reading. Maybe you say, for example, what? Maybe you say, maybe you are writing about topic you have given, but someone else comes and gives you. So from that point, now you will have a base. You will be creating your full to an expert level. Seemingly, like for now, for me, I'm having like a 2K as my
The people you have connected with you.
yeah, who have connected with me is 2K.
Wow, that's a good thing.
So actually, all my jobs that I started working, even my previous job that I'm working on, I got it. So maybe for me is I'm a preacher of LinkedIn, and I preach LinkedIn.
Wow.
So it is a social media platform that people have taken it for granted.
But it is very helpful.
Yeah. So let me enlighten you a bit. Because long time ago, you will walk into an organization so that you can drop your CV, right?
Yeah.
What nowadays do you do?
I send an email.
Per se, where are those jobs advertised?
Social media.
Social media, specifically. We will have maybe we will have this Bright Monday. Those are agencies. But definitely, when you just go to LinkedIn and search place for jobs, you have all the jobs. It's called a boolean. This is a technical term, but it's called a boolean search. It's a search that you customize based on your likes, based on your expertise, and based on your preferences. Actually, LinkedIn is just a whole there is just a book written for LinkedIn. Yeah, so it is just a session on its own. And secondly, something that maybe can struck me is maybe people, we always dream to be paid in dollars. Yeah, everybody dreams to be paid in dollars while in Kenya.
Yes.
Because spending $1 in Kenya is nothing. There's nothing sweet like spending $1 in Kenya.
Yeah, sure.
So there are social places where you can find online jobs. That is becoming a freelancer. Actually, in Kenya, we have a lot of freelancers. First of all, for me, I'll talk about two platforms because I can't talk something that they don't do.
Sure.
So for me, I'll talk about Fiverr and Upwork. Actually, I do.
Those are sites. Huh?
There's a site called Fiverr. That is Fiverr. It's called Fiverr. Then we have an Upwork. So on Fiverr, we have things called gigs. You create a gig. Like if you are a person who is maybe an expert in graphic design, you go there. There's a place called you create actually you create an account for free. These are free account. Create an account there. You state what you do. After stating what you do, then you publish the gig. Publishing the gig and maybe having a lot of contributors. There's something called impression. There's something called impression. If the people are impressed with what you offer, you will get clients. For me, like last month, I made some clients. So when client comes, maybe he gives you a design job, then you do for him. When you do the job to his requirement, he will refer
Someone.
else. So that's how you grow your portfolio. Until there's a beginner, there's a new seller, a beginner, and also then level 1, level 2, then level 3, then you go to expert.
Okay.
So it gives you a leeway of crafting what you have. For the seller. You can even buy. service at the same price. Same to Upwork. Just create an account. An account should be verified of its verification. Nowadays, as Kenyans, you must provide your CI. Because if you earn, you have to be deducted as tax. 15% holding tax. Yes.
Ooh.
On both, when you want to verify, they'll ask you for your ID and KRA so that they can deduct tax.
Yeah, it is important to pay taxes.
Yeah, it's important to pay taxes.
Yeah.
So those are for me, I can, for what I've talked to, is I'll only preach for what I drink. Yeah, I can't sell to you fake hopes. Those are the 3 platforms actually of which I have maybe invested in or I am using them. But there are many. I can say there's motework.co.com. There's something called Mouse Work from Home. There are a lot. But for me, LinkedIn, I rate LinkedIn from, I guess I give 99%.
You give much credit to
To
LinkedIn.
LinkedIn. Yes, I give credit to LinkedIn.
What about now gaining skills?
Gaining skills. We come to gaining skills. Actually, on LinkedIn, there's a part that they offer free courses. Yeah, they offer free courses. They offer every course from business, IT. There are short courses they offer. A course for 1 month, 3 months, 2 months. That's just a short course. For actually for maybe bettering your understanding. They even have their own training. Like actually, for now, crafting a CV is now booming business. Everybody is into creating CVs because we want CVs that are 8 years friendly. So they will teach you how to create it. They will teach you how to tackle interviews. Actually, the nightmare for everyone is an interview.
Sure.
Yeah. So crafting someone to sit for an interview, that is the leeway that I always get. Actually, based on your question now on platforms that someone can gain skills from. Firstly, for me, what I've done, there's an academy called Network Cisco.
Okay.
It's called Netcard. Of which many people refer to it as Cisco.
Oh.
That is basically a networking platform. Like not networking like one-on-one, but like networking. When I
Professionally.
say like networking, you can network professional one-on-one. But networking networking is let me say is basically on internet. Like you learn how to connect internet, learn how to configure internet, you learn how to configure firewalls to communicate with other things. Like that is a package course on its own. They teach cyber security, they teach information security. They have now also introduced something called AI. They are now teaching AI also. because we can't avoid artificial intelligence at all. So that is a place that you can go there, create an account, and learn these skills. Third thing is there's a platform called Udemy. Udemy offers an array of courses from business, IT, everything, agriculture, everything. You can go there, learn how. Actually, for me, I guess I've done now.
On this site.
Yeah, I have like plus 20 certificates.
And have you used this certificate to
I guess
look for jobs? Has it really helped you?
I guess those certificates are the ones that maybe make me stand out, because there's a job that I got without even having done
Your degree.
my degree. I just got a job without my degree actually.
Ooh.
So it counts a lot. Actually, if somebody sees you have done, like definitely, if somebody is looking for a web developer and you have done a lot of web developing, definitely you stand out. You stand out you stand out from the crowd. So after doing all these, upload your certificate. Just upload, because most of the certificates are online certificates. Just upload that certificate on LinkedIn. Actually, you'll have many viewers. You just see somebody inboxing you. You have seen your profile and maybe you're the best. And are you ready to discuss this on the table? That will be your choice.
Wow.
So then let me now talk. For the people like the programmers, the designers, and the web developers. Actually, we have something called GitHub. GitHub. This is a platform. GitHub actually is, I guess, GitHub is a platform that now creates a portfolio for you. Because let me say I'm working on a project. If I store my project in a laptop or a desktop, when it crashes or gets lost, I've lost a project that took me maybe 3 months. So nowadays we have something called GitHub. You integrate GitHub with Git. So when we integrate GitHub and Git, then we will have a seamless transfer of your project from Git to GitHub, like from your local machine to Git and to GitHub. So the thing that you do is GitHub is basically for documenting what you've been doing. Let me say, I was creating a website for a company. So when I create a website for a company, or when I create a website for someone else, I'll go to my computer, open GitHub, create an account, then I'll upload. After uploading, I make there's something called repository. So repositories, they're called repositories. When repositories, I make them public. Anybody on the GitHub will have a view. Because nowadays, when you apply for a job, they'll ask you append URL of your GitHub account. Because of what? If I'm a technical person, then I must have a portfolio of what I've done. So I guess that is the easier way of documenting what you have done and putting your work online, and maybe making it easier for a portfolio creation for maybe a company that is seeking out. So definitely for the youths, yes, that is a super good platform that you should engage in. If you are a person who is technical, with design and everything, upload your work, then you keep track of it, which you can get it back to your local machine anytime.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. Now you have no excuse for not just gaining skills and making it in life, because the social media has really created a good platform for us. Back in the days, you had to go to school to acquire certain skills or to get some information. But social media has made it possible that you can, so long as you have a smartphone and you have Wi-Fi or you have bundles, you can get all these free of charge. So whenever you are at home or you have free time, make sure you just log into these sites and gain information. Thank you so much, our viewers, for staying tuned on Atech TV on the Warrior Within show. We really appreciate your support. Our guest today has really talked about the positive and both the negative impact on social media. But one thing he has said is that everybody has his own timing. Trust the process and always look for quality and not quantity. Make sure you choose whatever you absorb and whatever you are gaining from social media. There is a lot of positive things to gain from social media, and also to act on your mental health, because we want to raise a very confident and vibrant generation in the next coming years. It's the Warrior Within show. I'm your host, Wilda Magenya on Atech TV. Thank you so much.